Hi everybody, it's Ellen. Great to see you all again, kind of. Today I am doing a haul, I guess that's what we call it, from TEDi. For those of you who don't know, TEDi is the European version of the dollar store, Dollar Tree, Dollarama. It used to be the kind of thing where, everything was $1 or €1 here. And now they have different prices than that. But I went yarn shopping. I went with my almost 16-year-old, who is what I like to call an enabler, and not with my husband, who is whatever the opposite of an enabler is. So I have yarn, and I wanted to share it with you. So we just jump right in. Meet Perry. It's a lovely chenille. Seems to be pretty sturdy. Sorry. Probably a 5. Probably a 5. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Most of the European yarns don't give us this kind of classification on. I'm sorry, I'm holding them down here. You can't even see them. Can't admire lovely Perry. Perry was €2, by the way. The thing I should say about TEDi, for those of you who are interested, TEDi always has yarn. It doesn't necessarily always have the same yarn. It sort of cycles through. They replenish it quite often, the shelves, but you can't go there expecting to buy something. And they will carry things like the Perry or some of these others pretty regularly, but not necessarily in the same color. So it's the kind of thing that you can't count on being on the shelf. You might, they almost always have Perry's or some of the other names for their chenilles or that, but the colors are always changing. And so if you see something that you like and you have a project in mind, buy more. Buy more than you expect to need, because if you go back, you're not getting it. It's just not going to happen. And I hear that some of like the Dollar Trees and that have regularly stocked yarn that you can sort of count on now. That wasn't how it was when I lived in the US, but yeah. So TEDi, you can always get yarn. It will always be pretty bargain. And I'm usually pretty happy with my TEDi yarn. Just to give you a little bit of insight into what's TEDi. For those of you who don't know, that's what TEDi is. It's a great place, and a place I can easily spend lots of money and come home with, oh, well, let's see, what did I do today? Just a little shop. I went in for craft supplies for the teenager. Not for me. She's an enabler. I blame her. So back to Perry. He's a 100-gram ball. Often the balls in TEDi are 50 grams, but Perry's 100, which is probably why he's €2 and not. He's only 68 meters because he's a thick guy. He's a chunk. And what are they saying? They recommend a 6 to a 7. I think I would use an 8 or a 9 mil even. Maybe even up to a 10, depending on what the project was. You know, if you're wanting to do aragurumi plushies, it's so much easier to say, where you need that really tight stitch. Yeah, you might try a 7. I think a 6 would give you problems, but we'll see. I will do a more in-depth review of each of the yarns that I buy. This is just giving you a little introduction to the big collection, to all the goodness that I found today. I'm pretty excited about it. Anyway, so I got Perry, several balls in this beautiful blue color. And I also, Okay, you're not Perry. I thought I had bought Perry in different colors, but I just bought Perry in the blue. So he can sit up there. I bought Marie in the white. Marie is only 50 grams. So Marie was a buck. Oh, a euro, sorry. I still tend to refer to euros as dollars, despite living here almost 10 years. Someday I'll catch up to where I live and how I'm supposed to talk. Yeah, so Marie is a euro for each ball, only 25 meters. So Marie is even thicker than Perry. Say 6. I'd say a 6. Though maybe Marie is a little deceptive. I don't know. They're saying a 4.5 to a 5.5 milli. Oh, I have been watching, I think her name is Krista from My Secret Yarnery, and she always says milli, and I love it. And here I go. I'm mimicking her. Sorry, Krista. But, you know, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So love her stuff. Check her out. That seems very small to me. I would go bigger on it personally. I'll see when I'm working it up and tell you about it. So I got some Marie, and chenille should be poly, I would think. What are we here? Yeah, 100% poly. So I got some white Marie. This should be poly too. I'm just assuming, but I didn't tell you. Yes, 100% poly. So I got a bunch of balls of Marie. She's just a beautiful white chenille. She's good there. And then who do I have? Oh, I have a friend of I've even forgotten. Look at me. Perry and Marie. Soft Candy. I just love this colorway. The blend of pink and gray and white always gets me. You show me pink and gray and white and I'm probably going to buy it. I just love it. I love pink. I had 5 boys. And my daughters were a little bit older by the time I came into the family picture. So I don't know. The older I get, the more pink I like. Anyway, Soft Candy. She was, probably because of the variegatedness, she was $155 a ball. Yeah, so a little bit more, but also, like Marie, basically the variegated version of Marie. 50 grams, 250 meters. You're not going to get a lot of rows out of that if you're doing like a blanket or that, but you're going to get thick rows. So it's a trade-off. I'd say 5 or 6 rows of half double crochets. That would be my guesstimate. They do actually come with a gauge chart on the package. I don't know how accurate it is. I don't know. I will work it up and tell you what I think. And yeah, 100% poly. So really just the variegated version of Marie, but pretty and soft. It's not the softest chenille. My suspicion is it's more, it would be a better aragurumi kind of chenille. It's got a little bit of strength to it, but I will see about the shedding factor and all of these wonderful things. Well, that's pretty impressive. So if you're into making plushies, I'm going to say plushies, so much easier. This might be a good one for you because pretty good. So So I got a bunch of balls of that because I'm thinking baby blanket. Bunch of. Here, go over there. There we go. So I think that's what I got for chenilles. Oh, no, I got more. I forgot I had 2 other bags. Don't tell my husband. Don't tell him. Yeah. So I got a bunch of Perry in pink. Fluffy cloud. I'm going to make myself a blanket to go on here. Replace this guy. This guy has some holes. And a store-bought. I always give my stuff away. Don't really keep it. And I don't think I have ever in 30 years made something for me. So I'm going to make myself one. I love working with this stuff. I hope. So for some reason, I don't know what I'm talking about. These are not the same, Ellen. These are not the same. Oh, my little guy's come to visit me. Hi.
Mom, Mommy will, Dad, I will let you, and then I will go, hey, no.
I think that's something you're going to have to work out with Grammy, buddy. Say bye. Okay, off you go. These are not the same. This is chenille. This is like faux fur. It's late in the day. The kids are still roaming around. This is my life. So out of this, I am going to make myself a blanket. And so I will tell you all about how that goes. Hopefully soon. I want to start that soon. This one, 50 grams. Yeah, 75 meters. Don't know how far that's going to get me. Again, it's got this little gauge chart. Can you see it? I have no idea. Really no idea if they're accurate or not. This is saying a 4 to 5. I might use a 5.5. With this kind of yarn, I find going bigger than what they say is often makes it easier to work with. I know some people have a real hard time working with this stuff. I kind of love it. It's very, very forgiving. In fact, I got some to teach my daughter. I told her, she's an enabler. It's her idea. She made me. She didn't make me, but I'm going to teach her how to granny stitch with this. Just a basic granny stitch. I got enough to do like a small little lap blanket. So I think it's a very challenging yarn with the wrong stitch, but fantastic. It's so soft. So soft. And even softer when it's worked up. That is what amazes me about this stuff. Again, 100% poly. So I got this color for me, and this is why I was thinking it was Perry. Also in this color for me. These two are going together. And then I have a gray that I bought randomly because, as we know, I think buying yarn, collecting yarn is a separate hobby from crocheting. So I have some gray that I picked up at Aldi. No idea what I was going to do with it. Now I know. It's going in a colorway with these two to make me a blanket. And my daughter's going to get a nice, this is a beautiful blue. They have not had this before. They've had these two for a while. They've been on the shelf for a while, but this one, today was the first day I saw it. So run out to TEDi if you like it, because it is really a beautiful blue. Beautiful blue. Okay, So those are Fluffy Cloud. And these ones are all called Fluffy Cloud, no matter the color. And I don't think I'm lying to you when I say they don't identify a color. What's on the shelf is what's on the shelf, and that's what you can get. And as I said, if you're thinking you might want a big project, buy it all. Buy that shelf up. Not that that's what I do. I won't pull all of those out because one whole bag is just these two. So you've seen them. They're gorgeous. I love them. There's that pale pink again. I'm a sucker for it. I love the blues. So those are hers. Fluffy Cloud, Fluffy Cloud. Everybody goes into the fluffy cloud. I was not going in there to buy yarn. No. We were going in there to buy like the new bedazzling things. It's not the bedazzler. That was like my day, but they were starting to bedazzle like book covers and stuff. We were going in for those. That's it. That was the only thing we were going in for. Four tote bags of yarn later. Yeah. My husband is asking me, is this an obsession? No. Nope. It's not. This is not yarn. It's yarn adjacent. It's yarn adjacent. Is that not the cutest zipper you have ever seen? Ever. So I bought the zipper and I'm going to go into my yarn stash and find some yarn that sort of is variegated with these colors in it, and I'm going to make a handbag. My mother was also with us, my 85-year-old mother. She's wonderful. She's visiting from Canada at the moment. And she's like, I don't know that any other person on the planet builds a project around a zipper. I do. $1. It's the cutest zipper you've ever seen. Okay, enough about the zipper. Back to the yarn. Okay, everybody knows, maybe everybody knows. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I am looking for a rainbow yarn called Spectrum because I want to build Bobble baby blanket for my firstborn. Actually born of me, but actually our 5th child. Complicated. Life is complicated these days, right? Called Spectrum. Yeah, you go, what's in a name? Who cares? Once it's done up, who cares? I care. I care. I don't know why. I care. And I want it to be real rainbow because he is a rainbow baby and he's on the spectrum. And it would be perfect to do his bobble blanket. These baby bobble blankets. Okay, I'm going crazy. It would be perfect to do his baby bobble blanket. And I've done them as these custom blankets as gifts for people for a long time. And I've never made them for my boys. So I want to do that. This yarn, see, it's coming back to the yarn, is kind of like what I want, but it's a little thin. It's a little thin to do a baby blanket. It is, I don't know. I'm going to say that's probably lace weight. Yeah, it's probably a 1. Maybe a thin 2. Maybe. So of course I have no idea what I'm going to do with this, but it was pretty. And it was reduced to $1. It used to be $2. It's so pretty. Like the colors in there are just so gorge. It's really the rainbow. And I want that. That's what I'm looking for, the real rainbow. It's called Sunny Rainbow. It's called Sunny Rainbow. I hadn't seen these before in there. But they say $2 on the, €2, sorry. €2 on the sleeve, but then reduced to $1. 70 grams in these and 245 meters. So, pretty good bang for your euro. Doesn't have the same ring to it, does it? Yeah, they're suggesting a 2.5 milli, and that's probably right. Again, we've got a little gauge chart on there. Little gauge chart. And I have no idea. It says it can go in the washing machine. Oh, and the dryer. Must be poly. Must be 100% poly. Yeah. Oh, polyacrylic. I think that's basically the same thing. 100% poly. So it says washer dryer. It does have a nice halo. Can you see that? The little fluff ball to it. It was just too pretty to leave. It was just too pretty to leave there. It needed to come home with me. It said, take me home. Take me. Take me. And I had my girl standing beside me going, take it. Take it. So I took it. And I took enough. So, because I know you can't go back for it to do something with. I did leave some. There's still some there. If you want to go to the TEDi in my town, there's still some. I didn't take it all. But enough that whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Or I could double it. I wonder what it would look like, because you'd never line up the colorway to match the double. I don't mind working with the two though. Anyway, beautiful, soft, so pretty. Just so pretty. Look at those colors. Look at them shining in the light. It does have a little shine to it. Gorgeous. 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 And a buck. A buck. It does seem to be a little bit roving. You know, where there are thinner and wider bits. But kind of a controlled roving, if that makes any sense to you. It's not really thin, really thick, really thin, really thick, but it's got that kind of sort of texture that roving yarns usually have. Anyway, gorge, 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 gorge. Oh, another yarn that I have no idea what I'm going to do with. So I bought 2 balls. But I need a little girl. I need a little girl in my life. Anybody want me to make stuff for their little girl? Let me know. Matches my shirt. Ooh. I almost never go for purple. I don't have anything against purple. I really don't. But it's not usually where I go, ah. But there are some beautiful purples. But I think the 5-year-old girl in me said, you must have this. You must have it. Can you see, like, it's got I mean, you can sort of see the sparkle, but it's really much denser than what's showing up on the camera. But it's super pretty. It's sort of a lavender purple. Again, it's really thin. I totally lost the end of this nail today, so don't judge me. You can judge me, but it's just mom life, right? So it's pretty lavender, very thin. I'd say it's a 1. You're looking at a 1 there. And really, is that showing up teal? I hope that's showing up teal. Sort of a pastel-y teal. Really, really pretty. And then a real purple. Not a dark purple, but a real purple. Oh, you can see it better on this ball. You see that darker purple in there. It's not dark. It's like real purple. Anyway, it's called Mermaid Dream. I think it's a perfect name for it. I have no idea. Any ideas? What should I do? What should I do to review Mermaid Dream? I couldn't leave it. I couldn't. 100 grams each. 390 meters. It's good. Has 2 euros on the label, reduced to €1. And I tell you what that is in other currencies, but like that changes every day, right? So a euro, these are 82% polyacrylic, 18% polyester. I guess I got to stop saying that they're the same thing because on here they have them as separate. So, it's soft when I squish, but it doesn't really feel soft. It's poly, but it almost feels like a wool sock yarn. Like a smooth wool sock yarn. So soft, and maybe works up to feel a lot softer. It could just be due to the thinness of it. Smooth. Like, you know, sometimes when you have the sparkles, that can make it feel a little rough. Doesn't have that at all. Just feels smooth. Smooth, smooth, smooth to the touch. So, I want to make something with it. I have no idea what. It's suggesting a 3 millimeter for this. I think that's a little big. I think it's a little big. We'll see. We'll see when I take my hook to it. I don't know. Ideas? Thoughts? She's pretty. She's pretty. And don't get at me because I thought it was for a girl. If you've got a boy that likes purple and teal, great. Shiny purple teal. I got a boy that pink is his favorite color. No judgments, no gender bias. It's just got a little girl mermaid on it. So tell me, what should I do with my close to 800 meters of fancy purple, teal, sparkles? No idea. Go there, mermaid dreams. Again, no idea why I bought this yarn. None. Mapina. Kind of a pretty color. Pretty neutral. But I'm always fascinated by yarns with this texture, and I now have a yarn head. Sorry, I'm not so techie, but I want you to really get a chance to see it. It almost looks like jewelry chain to me. I mean, it doesn't feel like that at all, but it has that look to it. And I always look at these yarns and go, it's so cool looking. So I bought a couple of skeins, 50 grams, 195 meters each. Again, little gauge chart. No idea if I can trust them. I mean, probably. It's pretty thin. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe a 2. Maybe a 2 weight. It's suggesting a 3 millimeter hook. Maybe. 100% polyacrylic. So, any ideas for Mapina? Any? I don't know. Let me know. I thought it was pretty. I thought the color was pretty. I've always been fascinated by this sort of texture. Here, it feels soft in a smooth way. The ball itself is very squishy, so it makes me think it's going to have a nice drape to it. Here, it feels ropey. Soft, but more ropey. Anyway, thoughts, ideas, love to hear them. Not sure what to do with them. Okay. Cutest thing, I think, ever. Tots. Little thing of tots. Oh, you can't see the colors so well. But isn't that just the cutest? That's just the cutest. It was €1 for the pack. They're 6 grams each. 6-gram skeins with 24 meters. This doesn't make sense to me. 13, 14. That doesn't make any sense to me. They like to be a 3 weight to me. I think they are for Aragurumi. But I'm going to, remember my daughter is going to learn to do granny stitch so she can do a little small lap blanket for herself out of this. I'm going to teach her the stitches on these so she can make a little granny square out of each of them. And then we'll put them in a granny square bin. Something else I stole, an idea I stole from Krista at my secret yarnery. I thought it was a great idea. Put spare granny squares into a bin and then see what comes out at the end. So I just thought the tots were really cute. They, yeah, 100% polyacrylic. But just adorable. Just adorable. I thought it was a great way to learn. I think there's enough in there to do a granny square. We'll find out. Maybe it's a very small granny square. Oh, tots, tots, tots. So cute. Meccano. I bought a lot of stuff, you guys. I'm sorry. This is a long video. I bought a lot of stuff. Don't tell my husband. This one is the interesting price of €2.55. It's very pretty. He's not soft. He feels like wool. Meccano? I think that's probably a guy. Meccano. Saying 4.5. I think you could go bigger. Bigger on a hook. I think he's a 4, maybe even bordering on a 5. Oh, unless I've got 2 strands of them there. Oh, I had 2 strands of them there. Okay. Oh, probably a 3. Probably a 3. I make mistakes. Oh, he has wool in him. That's why he feels like wool. 44 polyacrylic. 44 wool, 12% polyester. You can certainly feel the wool in them. It's not soft. Can you see that there's a little sparkle to him? I don't think you can really see it. It's not coming out. Maybe a little bit here. Pull the light over. This is my big tech. I pulled the lamp over. I don't think it's showing up. You see sparkle? No. There is a sparkle to him, trust me. I'm not sure what my plan is here. 50 grams, 145 meters. I think I said that. I do have a larger plan, and it's why I bought his friend over here. This was my big splurge of the day. This one was €4. Most expensive yarn I've ever seen at TEDi. But isn't he cool? Kanbo. Some really cool colors in here. Blues and purples. I can't tell if it's a lavender or pale pink. It sort of depends on the light. Browns, sort of camel browns, grays, creamy off-white, and then it's got this like black thread tied that will run throughout. It's got bumpy bits. You see some bumps there. It's really cool. And in this part here, let's see if I can get them. Let's see if I can get him up. Come here. Come here. He's got like some extra thread, stringy parts with different kinds of bumps, color bumps. Anyway, he's really cool. He's a little more than I usually spend on yarn at TEDi. Like I said, €4, most expensive ball I've ever seen at TEDi. But he was so cool and different. I am going to work on a project using novelty yarns or special yarns, unique yarns. I'm calling them granny squares, though it won't be able to, I won't do it as a traditional granny square because they're going to be all different, then they'd be all different shapes and sizes, and I'll do it by measurements and do it in rows. Probably just a very basic stitch, and then stitch them all together to make a big blanket using sort of normal yarn to sort of offset all these different novelty squares. And that's what I got these two for, to make a square for that larger project. Just because I wanted to work with some of these interesting, unique yarns, novelty yarns, see what they work up like, see what it's like to work with them, and then sort of like have a display piece of, hey, you want to know what that looks like? Check out that square. I think that's cool. I think it'll be fun. Anyway, that's what these are for. So I will do reviews of each of those. Did I tell you about this guy? 100 grams, 100 meters. What are you made out of? That's a good question. You seem to have everything on you. 45 polyacrylic, 45 wool. Oh, I did not guess that. I really didn't guess that there was any wool in him. And that explains the price. 10% polyester. So very, very similar makeup, though this guy feels much softer, much smoother. This has a very, very traditional wool fill. Okay. So you guys can go up there, look down on us. Also for the same project, I got Reese. I got 2 balls. I don't know why I got 2 balls. Kind of because I didn't know what I would do with it. I do want to do, it's sort of a ribbon yarn. Oh, you're not focusing very well. Focus. About a 2 weight. 100 grams, 230 meters. He feels substantial, actually. Not non-soft, but sturdy. Feels sturdy. He's what I would call a ribbon yarn. Not actually ribbon, but that sort of, it's flat. I don't know if you can see. It's flat, not rounded, and gives you that sort of ribbon look to it. So I want to try him. He's 100% poly. Has another gauge graft, and they're suggesting a 3.75. That sounds like it might be right on to me. 3.75 millimeter. Yep. He can go wash or dryer. I love that. Love that. Don't iron them. Not that I would. But yeah, I'll do a square of this guy for that blanket. And I'm not paying any attention to colors when I'm buying these. I'm just, when I see something unique, and so that could also be an interesting when I go to put them together. We'll see if I would still like the project then. Anyway, Reese, they had a bunch of this. So I think this is a new guy. I've seen, and Reese was not the only color. There was a darker, more caramelly color. This guy is camel, shiny. It's starting to get dark outside. I'm not getting as much light in here. Here, let me pause this and put the light. Okay, that's the first time I paused the camera. I hope it worked. I hope you're still there. I hope I'm still here. Yeah, so this says DIY handmade. I'm skeptical. To be honest. But it seems pretty machine made to me. So I don't know if that's just the name of the company, and yeah, that seems sketch to me. Yeah, the color on him is really not coming through on camera. But it's really like a very, very pale gold. So they had some other colors of this guy. I've seen him before in other colors. This one was new. And I really kind of like the pale gold shiny. Maybe that's why I got 2 balls, so I could do something other than just the square for the blanket. Any ideas for him? I'm open. Tell me all your ideas. I love ideas. What else do I have in here? Oh, these guys. I have just learned, or I'm working on learning, how to make flowers. Some of you have probably been doing this forever. I've been doing this stuff for almost, for over 30 years. Never done them. Until recently, made some as a gift. And thought, okay, this is a good thing. I like that. Germans are big gardeners. So, flowers that they don't have to water, that as a gift. Very nice. So I got these guys. I got this guy to sort of do stems and leaves and the green parts of flowers. Venetia? What do you think? Am I getting that at all close, you think? Venetia. I'm going with Venetia. This one's same name, just in pink. Like I said, they don't usually give you color numbers or anything, unless I don't know how to read this, and it's in some kind of code on here. This also says wash and dry. It's okay, though it's not soft. It's not. It's squishy in the ball, but it is not soft. I would say no to a wearable. Plus they're tiny balls, and they're about a 2 weight. Yeah, it's got some scratch on it. I would not put it on me. I wouldn't put it on my kids. It would take you a lot of work, and they recommend 3 to 3.5 milling. Probably right. I'll work some stuff up and see where we get to. They were back, and I thought that looked like a flower petal color, and I thought that looked like greenery, so I grabbed those. There's I think I have a couple more of each color in there. Then I have several colors in this guy. I thought I had a gray too. I think I also got this one in gray, but I can't find them at the moment. This is called Soft Cloud. And I'm sure I got a gray, but maybe he's in the bottom of another bag. Like butter. It is not only soft, like cloud soft. Soft cloud is a good name for this yarn, but silky soft. Silky soft. I had to hide this from my daughter, who was with me, because for Christmas, my middle kids are getting a blanket. When my kids are about to launch, you know, about the 16 age, I make them a special blanket for their, you know, first apartment, dorm room, whatever it's going to be, bed size. And I'm going to use this yarn for it. And these teeny tiny 50-gram balls, 53 meters. I got a lot of balls. I got a lot. I think I got about a dozen of all 4 colors. It is so soft. So soft. I'm not sure about the shedding, but it's not going to be your amigurumi yarn, because it's going to do that. So it's going to need a careful stitch. Yeah. I'm going to probably do something going in between the stitches or that. Maybe half doubles. But I'm going to get to work on that very quickly. Yeah, this one also is this DIY homemade. So it's not homemade yarn. It's not. I guess it's saying do DIY at home and then it's homemade, which I will. So, okay. Now, I think that mystery is solved. I think I figured it out. It's saying a 5 millimeter. That's probably good. Check it out. I will let you know. It is saying you can wash it on cold, but no dryer. I wouldn't put velvet chenille in a dryer ever. That's one of the ones that even I don't break. Keep your velvets out. This might be the softest velvet chenille I have ever felt. It is, I'm petting myself with yarn, but it is that lovely and soft. It's just really nice. It's 100% polyester, and I don't know what they did with it to make it like this, but it is heavenly. I'm not going to pull them all out because, like I said, I got a dozen of each color. If I find the gray, I'll show it to you. There is a gray in here, but it is not the soft cloud. It's called Volke. Volke. A little bit of Dutch. Why not? I think it's Dutch for soft, right? Do I have anybody that knows Dutch? Am I getting that right? 100 grams, 120 meters. It is not as, it's not as soft as the soft cloud. It's not as squishy soft. And it may not look it, but it is actually a little thinner, a little flatter. I have a tendency to put it in front of my face. Look at lovely yarn instead of Ellen. That's, I would do that too. Anyway, it is still lovely. I mean, it's still a velvet chenille, and velvet chenille is just lovely to touch. I can't find an end to do a pull test. Let's see. No, you're not an end. This is the other thing that I will say about TEDi yarn is that you do have to go digging for an end, and you often get a large ball of yarn barf that you got to sort of sort through and deal with. For the price, I don't mind. The price, I don't mind. This guy was $3. €3. €3. People will take me at my word on here. So, and this one is saying 5 to 7 milli. This one says washer dryer. Do I believe it? I don't know. I might have to do a test. Maybe I'll do a test for a review. I'll make a square and I'll throw it in the washer and the dryer and see what happens. They say you can. They say you can. That'd be great. Because he is a soft velvet chenille. He just seems sturdier than the soft cloud. The soft cloud, it feels like a cloud. So I will be more gentle with that than I will be with this too. I got a couple of balls of this. There's a purple somewhere floating around somewhere. I don't know where, if he comes out. And I got more than one of these, so he's ended up in a different bag. Anyway, lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm assuming 100% poly, 100% poly. So I think that is all the different ones that I got. Ah. Oh no, I lied. So there's the gray for this. So this will be my colorway for her blanket. Oh, now it occurs to me I have to make sure she doesn't see this. Francisca, if you're watching, turn it off. Anyway, this is my colorway for her blankie. And I got this to do something interesting in the center as a focal point. This one is called Soft Stripey. So it is soft cloud, but in sort of variegated. This was not the only option. They had other colorways. Oh, it's getting so hard to see in the light. I have to get better light. I'm sorry. I will do that in the future. I'll figure that out. You can't see the pale pink. I don't think. I don't think you can. But beside each one of those gray flecks is a pale pink fleck and the sort of a white base. So it'll be pretty. I'll figure it out and I'll show it to you in a bigger review. I think that's it. I think. I can't remember other things. Somewhere, probably buried under the rest of those dozen, is a purple version of this. And it is almost the purple of my shirt. So this comes in this. Yeah, I guess oh. No, that was just the light. Playing tricks on me. Light is playing tricks on me. So that's what I got at TEDi when I didn't go shopping for yarn. Don't let me loose near yarn. It's a dangerous thing. Anyway, thank you for bearing with me, checking out all my yarn with me. If you have any tips, ideas, I'd love to hear them. I love to hear them. So feel free to comment your ideas. Tell me which ones you like best, which ones you might like to work with, which review you're most interested in seeing, whatever. Just let me know. Chat back to me because I love to chat about yarn. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you like this kind of stuff, subscribe to my channel. I will be doing giveaways for my subscribers because my teens told me that's a good idea. So I listen to them when it comes to this kind of stuff. And basically, I'm just trying to find other yarn people that like to chat about this stuff because my family doesn't want to hear it anymore. So if you do, subscribe and we can continue the conversation. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe wherever you are.